have you seen this letter from the Social Security boss, which was written to all of us? Well, if not, I'm going to pop this up on the screen in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what he's saying right here. And I want to point out a couple of the key details within this that I found to be a little bit interesting. Yeah, I'm going to pop this up in just a second, and we will talk through the details of this. Now, here's what's interesting. Back in the middle of August, now I know that was quite a while ago now, it was Social Security's 90th birthday. In fact, leading up to that, I was like, hey, check this out. This is interesting. Social Security is going to be turning 90. Now, again, this was back on August 14th, to be totally fair. And again, I know that was a while ago now, but that's when Social Security turned 90 years old. This is the biggest program that we have in this country. It sends out over $1.5 trillion of benefits to roughly 74.5 million people every single year. It's a lot of people. It's well over $100 billion a month that is going out the door from Social Security to these 74.5 million beneficiaries. It's a lot of money, and it's a lot of people, and a lot of people also rely on this program for virtually all of their income, or just straight up all of their income. It's very, very important. We don't have any other programs in this country that have ever existed to the magnitude of Social Security. It's very important, okay? And again, I know there's a lot of talk out there like Social Security is going away. I've been saying this for many years. It's not going away anytime soon. It's going to change. Yep, it's going to change in a pretty big way. It definitely will be changing, but it's definitely not going away, at least anytime soon. Now, if we're, fast forwarding out into the future, say 15, 20, 25 years, then yeah, maybe Social Security, may see some massive, massive changes then. But I would say not anytime soon. We're not going to see any changes whatsoever. All right, anyway, let's pop this article up. It's actually not an article. It's a letter. It's a letter right there from the acting commissioner, Frank Bisignano, the acting commissioner of Social Security, right here, right now. It's basically a happy birthday letter on the behalf of Social Security to all of us, the population of the United States. Now, I'm going to be fair with you as well. As you see right there at the top of the letter, the date, August 14th, the birthday of Social Security. And again, I know that was quite a while ago now, especially as I host this video right here in the middle of October, but just want you to be fair, okay? All right, anyway, I want to point out a couple key details that I noticed within this letter that I thought were a little bit interesting. As you scroll down and as you read through the article there, or the letter I should say, a few paragraphs down, he talks about federal taxes for the majority of seniors being eliminated because of the OBBB, which was signed into law back on July 4th. Now, correction. That piece of legislation, although, everybody has their own opinion about it, I'm not going to sit here and say it's good or bad. I'm just saying it is what it is, okay? Anyway, within that, they did not eliminate taxes on Social Security, okay? There's been many different misleading data points that are out there saying, this eliminates taxation on Social Security. Now, it definitely does not do that. It does not eliminate taxation on Social Security. It can't. It legally could not have done that. That's why they didn't do it. But rather what it does is it gives that $6,000 deduction, which I've talked about many times before in other videos. I've talked about it in live streams. That's what he's talking about here. And again, I feel like he worded this totally wrong. He shouldn't have written that because it gives a lot of information that's honestly confusing. It makes it sound like they're eliminating federal taxes on Social Security. Not directly. No, there are definitely still taxes on Social Security benefits on the federal level and even on the state level of 9 states that still tax Social Security benefits. Anyway, long story short, it's the $6,000 deduction that he's talking about that will help offset the income of a lot of seniors. About 88% of the senior population that pays taxes on Social Security will no longer need to pay taxes on Social Security because of the $6,000 deduction per person for those individuals that are aged 65 and over. By the way, talk to your own accountant. I'm not your CPA. I'm not your accountant. This is definitely not accounting or tax advice in any way, shape, or form. Talk to your own professional. They'll understand your situation and they can guide you personally from there. Okay, that's number one. Now next, a little bit further down in the letter, he also talks about the world-class management leading Social Security now. So I don't know. Is this a pat on his own back saying that he's the world-class management? I'm not really sure. I can't imagine that he's that arrogant, but maybe he is. I'm not really sure. But He's talking about the world-class management within Social Security now, and they're doing all of these great things within the administration, like lowering wait times at not only field offices, but on the phone systems when you call. The wait time hit a record of 42 minutes, is what they're saying, last year or the year before, whatever. And now it's down to just a couple minutes. Have you called Social Security lately? I'm going to be fair with you. I haven't called Social Security in probably, a month and a half now or so since the last time I called Social Security. But it's been a little while, and I don't think the wait times were quite as short as what they were suggesting. But again, that is on average as far as what they are suggesting here. And so there you go. Now, not only that, here's an important one that I do want to point out, and I do believe that this is truly accurate, which is the reduction in the disability application wait time and how many of these disability applications are in the pipeline. Now, this has been a major issue for a long time, which has been, as you saw there in the letter down toward the bottom, it suggests that they had 1.25 million disability applications in the pipeline. And guess what? That was massively increasing the timeline for them to get an initial review. I talked about this for a couple years. The ongoing average wait time for an initial review of a disability application has been around 7.5 months. About 220 days is the average wait time for an initial review. Well, guess what? Not all, but obviously most disability applications are what? Approved or denied the first time around? Yeah, denied. Most are denied the first time around. And even second, third time around after appeals, again, are denied. It's a long time to wait for those initial reviews, number one, but then also to get the appeal and then everything, again, another review after that. It can take a very long time for all of that, and then eventually possibly get an award letter and possibly get those benefits granted to a person. So it can be a very long time. In fact, I know for a fact many of you here in this community, in order to get your disability benefit, I've seen it before in other videos and in live streams, people have waited years and years and years, like multiple years, to get their disability applications approved. And a lot of people here in this community as well, I've seen the comments, people have had to hire legal representation to get that disability application finally approved after years of waiting, and after denial, and even after legal representation, there's still a lot of times that somebody's going to get denied. Okay, not saying that obviously it's guaranteed, but I'm just saying it can be a very long, drawn-out process. Anyway, they've brought that number down for the number of applications for awaiting disability reviews and just basically disability decisions. They've brought that number down to under 1 million, which seems like, that's still a lot of people that are waiting on disability applications. You're right, but they've brought it down nearly 300,000 applications that are sitting there waiting. So, on a percentage basis, that's actually pretty significant. That's about a 25-ish% drop as far as applications that are sitting there waiting. So not only that, they're implementing more digitization or automation into Social Security. And I've been talking about this for several months, which is they continue to add all of this, digitizing, pushing people to their My Social Security accounts on the Social Security website, as well as basically implementing new AI and automated systems and trying to make the process more efficient, maybe eliminating the human handling of different processes within Social Security and trying to implement this more through AI, digitization, automation, and basically computers, essentially what it comes down to, right? So that's been a very big thing. And I've also made that very clear in other videos. I've said, look what Social Security wants. What do they want us to do? It's very obvious what they want us to do. They want us to go electronic with Social Security. How? By visiting their website, by going onto our My Social Security accounts, by calling the automated system and dealing with an AI bot or dealing with the automated system. Literally the same thing, right? So they've tried to make this process more efficient by implementing some of these other automation and technical and just AI systems, essentially, is what it comes down to, right? So That's what that's all about. Anyway, if you've not seen this letter yet, even though being about a couple months old at this point, I thought, this is probably pretty interesting. I should probably share with the community here. Just in case you haven't seen it yet, I just thought, let's pop up the article. Or, I keep saying article, sorry, it's actually a letter drafted by the acting commissioner, Frank Bisignano, and this was sent out to the general population. And I thought, this is actually pretty interesting, and I wanted you to see it for yourself. Drop a comment down below. Do you agree with what he's saying here? Do you think that he's on par with the reality of Social Security and what we are all experiencing as beneficiaries? Or do you think that he is completely out of touch with what beneficiaries are actually experiencing right now within Social Security? Let me know. I'd love to see your comments down below. Drop a comment down below and just say, yep, he's got it. He nailed it. He's right on cue. Or is he totally out of touch with everything going on in the real world? Again, just drop a comment down below. All right, anyway, just wanted to see this letter really quickly. And again, this is just in response to Social Security's 90th birthday. And remember, a lot of changes have been implemented recently. A lot of different things happening here. I'll certainly keep you posted on it. Okay. Otherwise, anyway, now that we are here in October, if you have not done so yet, make sure to get a free Medicare review right there of your plan. Make sure that you are properly covered. These plans change every single year. Remember that. Massively important. This is going to be by far your best resource, your best alibi, your best friend, and possibly worth hundreds or thousands of dollars when you call them. By the way, when you call that number right there, you're going to connect with a real human. Unlike calling all these other places where you connect with an AI bot or an automated system, no. You're going to talk to a real human right there, a living, breathing, blinking human being, and they're going to look through the database of 20,000 plans. They're going to ask you some basic questions to understand your situation and your needs, and they're going to look through that database to find you your best plan for you and your personal situation. It is vitally important. Literally 70 million seniors need to be calling that phone number right there to get a free review to make sure that you are properly covered. It is massively, massively, massively important. Anyway, please don't just go into the next year and assume that your plan is proper and that it's the best plan. I would not do that. Bad idea. That is a massive disservice to yourself. Please don't do that to yourself. We got to look out for ourselves. And that's the best free resource. You can see it right there. Free Medicare help. There you go. It's free. Anyway, take advantage of that. Just call them within 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. You'll have a really good idea of where you're at, if you're properly covered, and if you need to change your plan. And they're going to help you. They're going to metaphorically hold your hand the entire way and guide you as far as what you need. And they're going to take into consideration your wants and your needs and your preferences, as they call the 3 Ps. Your preferences, the providers you want to see, and what prescription needs you have, if any at all. They're going to take all that into consideration. And as always, bring your wish list, bring your list of questions, call them, and they will take care of you completely for free. After you do, as in after you talk to them, drop a comment down below on any video. Just make sure to use the word chapter within your comment. That's the keyword that I search for. And I'd love to give you a shout out and feature you in an upcoming video. Just like I've given so many shout outs over the last several weeks and months to many people here in this community. Do that, and I'll certainly feature you in an upcoming video. Otherwise, please subscribe if you're new here, 100% free. Make sure to share the video, big share button down below. Share that phone number with your friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, your social media, anybody you know on Medicare. Time is of the essence. Let's help some people out right now. All right, anyway, check out the other 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. Down below in the description, I've hand-selected some very popular videos for you there. Check those out. Otherwise, at the top of the comment section, I've also put those popular videos for you there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy your day. Take care, have a good one, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in the next video.